The last group that we have here with us today are Build Up, which is an amazing charity, and they're going to talk about what they do. But something that we do here at the Serpentine in our education department is invite artists and different groups to think about our rights to the city. It's something that in a city like London, a lot of people, we live here, it's very expensive, more public spaces seem private rather than public, and we're really interested in ways and projects that encourage people to really feel like they can change the neighborhoods and the place that they live in. And I think that's what Build Up does. So before we pass the mic to Build Up, we're going to just pass it to Mazí Mas, and they're going to speak about the amazing picnic they provided for us today.
Hello. Thank you. It's really been an honor for us working with you guys. It was amazing. Mazí Mas is founded a few years ago by Nikki. And Nikki is, today is here, but I can't find it here now. The aim was just bring the ladies with various reasons. They was out of the job, for raising their families or taking break for any reason. Some of them, they're migrants from different countries. Like myself, I studied clinical psychology in Iran. Coming back here, I couldn't find job here. So I was busy with 10, 15 years with my kids. And after that, I had the time and I didn't know what I have to do. I tried different things, working with the Iranian Association, doing group therapies and different type of things, and it didn't work because all the fund was cut off. And I started doing a Just Bread course, and after that, I worked with E5 Bakehouse, and after that, I was invited by Mazí Mas. And things with Mazí Mas is we cook the food with love. Food you could not find it in any restaurant. And sometimes people are asking me, can you tell me which Iranian restaurant is really good? And I could not point on any restaurant because the food there is fine, is really good, but it's not a food we normally having in Iran every day. It's just like kebab, easy food, nothing, no love, no feminine touch on it. Sorry, I'm being a little bit... To be honest, it's different. So today what we had, it was, it's all gone. It was bagal qator, is a sort of Iranian, normally is use it with rice and fish, smoked fish, but we changed it a little bit, make it like a dip, because we wanted everybody to be able to try that one. It was with dill and falba beans. Originally, we made it with the white beans and garlic. We had yogurt. I made the yogurt myself, so yogurt with some herbs and the cucumber. And I used the same buttermilk out of the yogurt to infuse the focaccia. Focaccia is Italian bread, but I can't do the things that just according to the recipe. I always doing the way I like it. I add a little bit of turmeric and also topped it with some sesame seed. Normally they're doing with the olive and the cherry tomatoes and sometimes cheese. And we had a salad. We called this salad Serpentine salad because we just created with serpentine, and each week we changed it till we just have got this final product. And I made the hummus today for just lovely little ones here. It's different from the one you had it from the shops, different texture. And I add again, Iranian touch with the cumin and cardamom and a little bit of cinnamon and honey. So it was a little bit different. Hope all you enjoyed it. And we had also Spanish omelette done by our lovely chef. She's not here, from Venezuela, but she was chef for 14 years in Spain, so it's perfect. She's really good, easy for her doing that difficult omelette, really easy. Hope you all enjoyed it. We're going to miss you all every week. Wednesday, I'm thinking about lovely pavilion here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. Just firstly wanted to say a massive thank you for coming. My name's Martina and I'm one of the project leaders at Build Up, and these are my colleagues here, Huan and Niba. So Build Up as a charity, what we do is we put young people in control of building projects in their local communities. And so our story began in 2014 with a tuck shop build, which was at Oasis Adventure Playground in Stockwell. We worked over a damp half term with 5 young people, and it was for the full 5 days of the half term. It was all done on volunteer time, and we borrowed all of the vehicles, tools and materials from our founding partner, who is Adventure Playground Engineers. And yeah, so that was our first structure in 2014, and since then we've come a really long way, basically. So we've now worked with over 400 participants. We've built 11 structures, and we've had some of our young people's work has even been nominated for design awards alongside professional architects. Today we're here to tell you our story. And so are Lollard Street children here to tell you about their project that they've been doing. So we're here to tell you who we are, what we do, and why we do it. We're then so then after we've done that, then Lollard Street are going to be describing their project and what they've been making, and talking about their experience on one of our projects.
Thank you. I'm Huan from Build Up. I'm going to tell you a little bit about why we do what we do, and then tell you more about our projects. So Build Up exists because we believe all young people need opportunities and experiences to shape who they are today and who they can be tomorrow. However, more and more so in London today, the experiences young people need to set themselves up for the future are defined by who you know or where you grow up. As redevelopment brings large-scale changes to London's communities, ensuring it comes with opportunities for young people is more important than ever. Okay. Supporting young people to make successful transitions into adulthood is more than education and skills. It's about building up young people's confidence, and it's about experiences and finding ways which they can make decisions for themselves and see the real life impact they can have. To do this, Build Up starts in local communities, running practical construction projects for young people aged 6 to 20. Each project brings together a team of young people to design and build a structure for somewhere that matters to them. They run and manage the project as if it's their own, making every decision, from small ones like when to break for lunch, to the big ones like what the design should be. Our team are there to equip young people with the skills to make their ideas happen. This means giving them the space for things to go wrong and the support for them to try again and make things go right. Like any construction project, there are problems and challenges along the way to overcome, and also conflicts, different opinions and ideas to negotiate. The end result is an amazing new structure for the community and an experience as inspiring as it is instructive. Our structures build young people's confidence in what they can achieve and help unlock their potential. The experience helps equip young people with the skills to make something happen and leaves them with the satisfaction for years to come of being able to say, I built that. It's a space where all young people can excel, including those whose needs aren't met by our education system as it stands. or those young people who, at the current time, are not quite ready to access more formal education or training courses. For communities, projects bring together housing associations, developers, local businesses, youth groups and families around a new structure built by and for those who enjoy it. In areas undergoing redevelopment, it's a unique opportunity for young people to have a role and a say in their neighbourhood. In a few moments, we will be handing over to the young people of Lollard Street Adventure Playground. But before I do so, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Build Up's work at Lollard Street. We started here 2 years ago, building a series of structures for the playground. These included a pizza hut, a climbing wall, and some furniture, which is the one immediately to my left, to my right even. Now we're working on a much larger project at the playground, which ultimately will offer a continuous construction program for young people. So people can turn up and be one-off volunteers, but over time, over the next 3 years, they can graduate and eventually become workshop apprentices. Today, we have a structure built for local charity Roots and Shoots. This is the one on the far side, which this group completed just 2 days ago. So now I'm going to hand over to them, and they're going to tell you a little bit about what they've done and their experiences. Okay, so first question, what have you guys built?
We built benches.
And how did you decide what to make?
So first we decided how, say example, like all of us done a worksheet to say how we was going to do it. Like all of us made like different ones, and then all of us made our imagination bigger, so then we all decided.
How did you make it?
We can't really remember. Yeah, okay. We made it out of wood and some plastic, and it's clearly safe. So don't worry if you're gonna fall.
Do you want to tell me about what tools he used?
That's it. We used drills. We used bolts. We used huh? I don't understand. We also used nutters. Screws. I said screws. Oh, damn. Sorry. No. Just give it to you.
That's okay. And what was your favourite part?
Using the screws. Finishing it off. Using the saw. Using the plastic. Using the bolts. She doesn't have to. Alright, just pass it to you.
Okay. And did you guys learn anything? No? You can say no.
Next time, don't use a screw to cut multiple things. Because I basically cut my finger. Don't use screwdrivers when you're not supposed to use them. How to build it?
Okay, and how did it feel?
It felt soft. It felt exciting. I felt nervous because I didn't know. I knew some of them, and then I got used to them and I started working with them. So yeah. It felt amazing to build this, and it took a long time.
Anyone else? Okay, final question. Would you do it again?
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Definitely. Yes. Yes. Obviously.
Do you want to say anything else? Do you want to say any more?
One last thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ewan, for coming to Adventure and helping us build stuff.
Thank you for that, guys. So I'm going to hand back over to Neba, but these guys will be answering some questions later on. So if you've got any questions about what they've been doing, save them up and ask them in a bit.
So I'm just going to close this great talk. Build Up has come a really long way in the past 2.5 years, and that's thanks to the support of Little Street, Beyond Boundaries Partnership, and Adventure Playground engineers, and many more people. Our future is even more bright and exciting, and we have now projects in 8 London boroughs. These programs support mental health, young offenders, refugees and migrants, and as well as our first official building. So together with you and our supporters and partners, we can make this future that we imagine happen. And if you would like to support us in this journey, we would like you to get in touch, spread the word, sponsor us, and help us build up the next generation. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much. It's so exciting. So you have a new building? Like what? Where's the building? What is this?
So it's Build Up, Sydenham Gardens, very innovative, interesting charity supporting mental health, and Young Lewisham, a youth charity. And together, we're planning and hopefully building next spring a new workshop for young people and older people on a garden site in Sydenham.
Well, I have lots of questions for the group. And here we have the group from Lollard Street, who you heard from earlier. And we also have 2 people from Cody Dock as well, right? 3 from Cody Dock. So we'd like to open the floor for any questions for these new construction engineers.
Sorry, just to explain the 3 people here from Cody Dock. This is a project that we've just been doing where we've built an outdoor classroom. And the people we have here, this is Khaled and Faraz, and they've been 2 of the participants on that project who've been helping build that.
Amazing. Maybe you guys can start to tell us a little bit about it. What is the classroom?
Do you want to introduce yourself?
About the thing we did. What did you do? So basically we did like a kitchen for young people like these people, and we need to thank Sneba and our manager. He really helped us in the first time, in the first day. It was really hard, and then we used to it because I didn't do this before, but really I enjoyed it because I used to know because in this job I did it with my friend and then Neba and then all the people here. We did the like teamwork, and then we had to know new people, and then basically this Mariam told me about this thing, and then I said, oh, why not let give it a go and then try it and see, because basically if you try a new thing, it's better in the future, you know, because it's really good, and basically we enjoyed it. So we did like a kitchen, and then me and my friend, his name Faris.
Yeah, hi.
and, and then we did like a door of the kitchen, and if you guys wanna, if you guys before you leave, there's a card there. We will hand it up to know where's the place, and you guys can Google it and see the picture we did. And yeah, we did a kitchen for kids, and then also we did a chairs of wood, handmade. Thank you.
So are there any questions from the audience? Yeah. Yeah, Lucia?
So these guys, it kind of varies from site to site. With this project, the way it happened, we made some prototypes, and then the group actually went to our client, which is Matthew, he's somewhere over at the back, and interviewed him and created a brief. Then came back and did some models, did some drawing, and kind of that sort of got translated into the bottom of the structure. And then as the construction project went along, we worked out how the roof would work. So we do some design at the beginning, but a lot of the design happens along the way.
Are all your projects temporary, or are you kind of looking to do you have any ambitions to build something permanent? Or?
Actually, most of our projects are permanent. So the ones that have been brought here are the portable ones, but a lot of the structures that we made are fixed into the ground. And for example, the outdoor classroom we've built, that's a permanent structure. A lot of the early projects that we did are play structures, but they are dug down. The kids have to do all the digging, and they're there to stay, basically. And obviously with the new building that we're planning, that will also be a permanent structure.
Having worked with you guys, it's fantastic to be here and see another one and celebrate another one of your great achievements. So my question is, it's quite hard to get funding. So you've worked from project to project. Can you just tell us a little bit about how fundraising happens and how your great work can keep going, really?
How do we fund ourselves? A combination. We have projects which have been funded by grant funding. That includes What's All Children Need. So thank you for your help on that. And then we have other projects which people commission. So larger charities like Tomby Hall, who are excited about what we do, they come to us and they actually want us to deliver a program of building as part of a existing stream of work which they do. What we're trying to work on, and we're not there yet, but if anyone can help us out, we're keen to start working with housing associations to provide a way young people can engage with the development of their local area. So if anyone has any contacts, please get in touch. That's something which we need a bit of help on.
I've got a question for you kids. So what's different about what you did here and what you do in school, and how is this sort of special?
Who wants to take it? Oh, do you want to take it? No. You can answer it.
In school, you use your hands, and your hands get tired, but at break time you can play. So that just you rest it off, and at building you still use your hands, but you enjoy yourself while you're using your hands.
That's a really good answer. What about your heads? Are you using your hands differently?
No.
Does anyone have any other answers to that question of how it's different from school? No?
You have lots of fun while you're in the adventure playground building, and in school you don't really have fun building.
Are there any other questions? Yeah?
So I'm Matthew, I guess I'm the client. I met you guys at the start of your project and was really impressed by all your enthusiasm. My question is, do you think you guys are going to continue building? Yeah. Are you going to be able to help people at home with their DIY, help mum and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, of course. Yes.
Okay, I've got another question. When you come to build something else, what's the next thing that you're going to build?
Probably a big slide, because we already have a slide, but I think all of us would like another one, because the old one's getting very boring.
A bridge.
Thinking. A rocket. A rocking chair. Next question. Not for me.
You've got one?
Do you think you could help other kids learn to do this? Would you like to do that?
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, because some people don't know how to build stuff because they only have one arm.
Yes, but I forgot some of the instructions.
Don't bother asking me again. Okay, just say answer, yes or no. Yes. Yeah, because I got nothing. Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Hello. What do you want to tell your friend, all of your friends in the school for the work?
What would you tell your friends about it? To him. Give it to him. The smart one. Oh, Jesus. No, I don't do this.
What do you want to tell your friend?
But we went on a trip and had lots of fun building.
I'll say I went to Lollard Street and had lots of fun building.
No.
Any other questions? Well, let's all give all of these builders and engineers a round of applause. Thank you so much, Build Up, for being here today. And thank you all for coming, and for those of you who've come every week. We loved having you here. And thank you, Mazí Mas, for bringing so much love to the pavilion. Thank you. Oh, wait, one more last word from...
I just want to say big thanks to Claim, sorry. He helped me a lot, so thank you.
Thank you all, everyone, for joining us in Radical Kitchen, and we'll see you next year.
And can I just thank Lollard Street Adventure Playground, young people over here, but also Phil and Lettuce for all their support in bringing these guys here and making the last 6 weeks project happen, and Matthew as well. And of course, these guys. Thank you.